everybody. Welcome to another episode of Wine Night Chronicles. I'm Destiny, and with me are my partners in joy, Nat and Ty. Hey, Nat. Hey, Ty.
Hey, Destiny.
Hey. You guys, first of all, cheers to seeing your faces.
Cheers.
You.
It's been a long week and it's only
Cheers.
Tuesday.
Yes. Cheers to that.
I'm
You
sorry,
guys.
this is so good.
Well, you know what tastes good? This sparkling water is going to taste so good till I'm off this diet. Won't be long. Soon as I get these last 10 pounds off, I might drink a whole bottle of wine.
It's going to taste better when you're drinking it out of your skinny jeans.
That's right. Well, guys, it has been a week for me, and a thing that has been coming up a lot for me this past week is letting go. And for me, the consequence of not letting go shows up in little small things that turn into big things, right? So I had this lamp. I adored this lamp because it was from the happiest period in my life. So I cherished this lamp. I loved this lamp. It wasn't a beautiful lamp, but it's just because to me it started to represent something that meant a lot to me. So I was having a really bad day one day, and I've had this lamp for some years now, and I was having a really bad day one day, and I was rushed for time. And in between of trying to hurry and do something, I knocked the lamp over and I broke the lamp. It shattered. So now, not only am I having a bad day, I'm late. I got to stop and pick up and clean up the lamp. Well, I didn't have time to freak out that I love this lamp so much and I just broke it, so I just cleaned it up, finished what I was doing. The next day, I came across a piece of the lamp that I didn't get up when I was cleaning it up. And just Marie Kondo came to mind. I Marie Kondo that shit. And I said, thank you. And just thought about how much joy that lamp, like memories associated with that lamp brought me. And it was very easy for me to then say goodbye and go to Target and buy me a brand new, beautiful lamp that, represents my personality. It's I love that lamp. But
is there a genie in the lamp?
Maybe. I won't tell though, because if I tell, somebody might take my lamp and get my 3 wishes. So I've been having conversations with friends who are also having issues with letting go. Letting go leads to growth. And, growth is one of the best things that we could have for ourselves right now. But I truly believe that it's always best that we let go what no longer serves a purpose in your life, because then it's just taking up space. Have you ever come across that in your own life? If you have, how do you deal with that?
For me, objects are easy for me to let go of. I don't get attached to things. I love purging, and when I purge, I feel like, oh my God, I have more space to get new stuff and prettier stuff. So it makes me feel good to let go of all these material things that I've been holding on to for no reason or don't serve a purpose for me anymore. So yes, I do love letting go of those things to make space for new things and pretty things and things that I'm interested at the moment. So I totally get the whole thing of letting go and for something better or something that's waiting for you.
Recently, just to be very recent, it's a little embarrassing, but I've had this dresser for years, right? So when we moved here to Fort Lauderdale, some part broke, right? So since over the years, it's kind of opening up. So then the drawers, some of them stopped working. It was a hassle, and I kept it. And I didn't know why. It was making my life more difficult. It's like, oh, I can't open this. So that's one less drawer I can use. So now I have to put everything in this one drawer. Oh, that one's gonna break soon. I got a new dresser. I had, and it's a smaller one. So I had to get rid of like a bunch of old stuff. Like, okay, you need to let this go. It was awesome when you used to wear this. You thought you were the hottest shit and stuff, but and it felt good to let it go. And there were other things. It's like, oh, but this reminds me of when I partied with that friend that I haven't seen in forever. And, but am I gonna forget that
That's
friend because
so
I let it
true.
go? No. And I just there was another cardigan that I used to wear all the time, but now I have like this yellow thing. It's like, oh, if I wear it, people won't see it. It's like, girl, they won't see it. You need to throw that away. And then there was another pile that I did for donations. Like, okay, this stuff is still good, and someone's gonna use it. So it did feel really good to purge, like Nat was saying, even though it's not something that I tend to do, but I see how necessary it is. And now it's like I have more space in my room. All my drawers are working. So it's like, and that's just a
Yay!
Well,
little thing.
that's good.
That's my most recent one, yeah. But
But
letting go,
yeah, no, I was just gonna say that that's something I struggle with, like letting like my clothes go, because I'm always like, I'm gonna wear it again. I'm gonna wear it again, and I
No.
never wear it again. I have so many outfits. I even have new outfits. I'm gonna wear it.
oh my God.
Haven't worn it yet. Waiting for the opportunity. Well, now I'm not going anywhere. But if we weren't in quarantine, I would still have these clothes, these items. Yeah. So what advice can you guys give me to start just, little by little letting things go?
I read a cool article for like people that have trouble letting go of clothes, right? So you get all your clothes that are hanging in your closet and you turn the hangers backwards, right? Like instead of putting it how we always put it, you turn it backwards. And then as you wear each thing, you turn the hanger around how it's supposed to be. And then like within 6 months to a year, whatever's still on the backwards hanger, you get rid of, because that means you never wore it.
That is such a good
I know. I have
Isn't that cool?
like that. Yeah, but you gotta get rid of it.
But then you haven't even touched that thing for 6 months.
You can hand it down to somebody that you don't know, or go to an association. Like I always go to Out of the Closet because their AIDS and HIV funding and their contribution to testing and things like that. So makes you feel good while you're letting go too. So there are ways, and it's just, again, it's hard because it's rooted in this culture. Like you have to have things, and if you don't, who are you? Are you successful? Are you even happy if you don't have things? So it's, besides letting go of things, like that was my most recent experience, but through life, it's one of the hardest lessons that I've had to learn. Like especially when I think of letting go, I think of my mother, because we had a lot of issues growing up. It was especially because she didn't approve of me being gay, right? So there was a lot of like back and forth, and there was a lot of resentment, and there were a lot of things that we said to each other that were very hurtful. And I just carried that with me. So I moved out of my house, I came to the States, and it was very hard for me to build an authentic relationship with her when she was looking for some other kind of relationship, right? So I would hold it against her. By around like 2015, so like 5 years ago, she decides that she wants to visit me, and I'm living with my boyfriend, now husband at the time, and she's aware of him. So I'm thinking, okay, because I'm not gonna tippy toe, and I'm just, I'm just expecting. I was expecting something to happen when she came, and I spoke to somebody, and I'm just venting about my mother and how she is, and this and that, and the things she did, and blah blah blah. And she just sat me down. She told me, it's like, but she's coming, right? I'm like, well, yeah, that's what she says. It's like, she's ready then. You just need to let go of that past resentment. And when she told me that, I thought, it's like, why am I going to let my mother off the hook? That's easy for her, right? For me to just forget everything. But it wasn't when she came. And I thought something was going to come up. Nothing came up. Nothing about the past. Nothing about our resentment towards each other. Nothing about you know, the low key shade, like, oh, you know, I don't really approve, but like, no, nothing. It was the best experience I had with my mother. And
Oh,
I
that's
was so
wonderful.
grateful for that because I was holding on to it. And if I would have never let go, I would have created a shit show. And it would have
You
been like putting her on the stand and it's like, all right, time to testify. And
right.
that's not growth.
No. And you would
I
have
would have,
missed out on all those wonderful memories.
Yeah.
yeah, that to me was
All of those.
the biggest lesson I've ever had in letting
Mhm.
go.
That
So
is
So you let
wonderful.
go of negativity to let all these positive, beautiful memories.
basically,
To let
And now
love
you look
in.
back at that and you're
oh
like,
my
wow, that
God,
was
we still talk
awesome.
about that trip.
Yes.
It
Oh,
was
Yes.
awesome
That's
trip.
wonderful.
Yeah,
That is wonderful. It was meaningful to both of you. All because you did one little thing. You let it go.
I let it go. And it does feel like you're just like letting people off the hook, but you don't realize how much good it does to you though.
yes.
Yes. Oh, that is an amazing point. I don't always look at it from that
It's
standpoint.
hard, not easy.
Yeah, because you want to let them know. I have this problem a lot at work,
Mm.
with coworkers, and just no, I will not let it go. I'm gonna show you I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
No, just that's just causing me more strife, right?
Yes, it
So
is.
oh, thank you for that insight,
I
Ty.
learned a lot
Yes,
about I learned about a
yes.
lot about because I used to hold a lot of grudges like when I
Mm-hmm.
was
Mm.
younger, and I read this thing that says he who angers you controls you. And
Mm.
ever
Yes,
since I read that, I
you give
was
them your
like,
Truth.
power.
Yep,
holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that
that
You're
is
is
giving
so
so
them your
true.
true.
power. Yeah.
You gotta let go of that negativity, whether it's
Yeah.
your
Mm-hmm.
negativity or other people's
Or someone
negativity.
else's.
It's not doing any good for you. It's not leaving space for your positivity, for your
Right.
creativity, for your
Yes.
best self to come out. It's
Yes.
being held back by that other person or that other entity's negativity. Letting
Mm-hmm.
it
Mm-hmm.
affect you, and you can't do that if you
No.
want to grow and you want to be happy. So I mean, people tell me, they're like, Nat, you're like so like you don't give a fuck, you know, like if somebody pisses you off, like how come you don't give a fuck? How come it doesn't get you pissed? And I'm like, for what? It's just gonna make my blood pressure higher. It's not gonna do
Mm.
anything to them. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna get high blood pressure because of their bullshit. That's their problem. I'm
I
living my
think
life.
I think what I struggle with, because my problem, a recurring theme in my life is finding balance, right? And so I either will continuously let people off the hook, let people off the hook, let people off the hook to let it go, or I'm continuously not sticking up for myself. That's what it is. Because I'm
Yes,
Mm.
stick up for
consistently
yourself.
letting it go, letting it go. I'm not speaking up for myself. I'm not utilizing my voice. And people think it's okay. And it becomes a habit for them. And it's still stressful for you. And
That's also true.
Yeah.
always have to, my issue is finding the balance to know,
Yes.
when do I say something and when do I let it go? But my nephew had a milestone birthday. Happy
Mhm.
birthday!
Happy birthday.
And it got me to thinking, like, because I wanted to write something really really helpful. I like to get in my cards, I like to write like real world advice to the kids, let them know what's coming, what to expect with life. And I was trying to, it got me thinking, what advice would I give my 21-year-old self? So I posed that question to the two of you. What advice would you give your 21-year-old self?
Wear sunblock. Quit smoking. You're too young. Quit smoking when you can. It's not good for you. Stop over plucking your eyebrows trying to look like Drew Barrymore in that movie Bad
I love
Love.
Drew
Oh.
Barrymore.
In the
She's
movie
one of
Mad
my
Love, how cute was she? But she had no eyebrows, and that's what I
No.
wanted to look like.
Yeah. Yes.
That's, and girl, they don't grow back. So
They don't. I got that problem.
mm.
Mm.
Also travel more, be more adventurous, get out of that little safe, cozy, comfy bubble that you're in. You know, like just venture out more, you know, do more stuff that you're afraid of. Go to college, get your degree, and do something with it. Whether or not you do anything with it, at least you have a college degree. Finish college. Please finish college.
Do you have anything good?
What do you mean good?
Positive to tell your 21-year-old self. How about I love you?
I just
Oh, girl, come
well,
on.
I mean, don't be afraid of failure.
I'm kidding.
Don't let fear of failing stop you from like pursuing your dreams or doing what you want to do. Just don't be afraid to do something different or do what you want to do. Like just don't let fear paralyze you or
Yes.
you know, like, you know, yeah, that.
Yeah, that's one thing I would tell my 21-year-old self, fuck fear. The first thing I would say would be stop, run back. It's a trap. Be a baby as long as you can. But that's not true. You can't be a baby forever. I wish I could. But I would tell my 21-year-old self that the journey is long. Be patient. Please be patient. I would tell her, you are worthy. It's all worth it. Don't give up. Don't eat sugar or carbs, but you're beautiful. You're not fat.
You're not fat,
Trust
but it's
yourself.
gonna catch up to you, right? It's gonna catch
You're
up
beautiful. You're not fat, but don't eat carbs or sugar. Stay away from it. It's the devil.
The younger you are, like, the better to just indulge, because the older you get, the harder it is to get that weight off, though.
No, the problem is that I indulged all the time.
Got
with
it.
all my Pepsis and
Okay.
all just tons of sugar and carbs. And so it
and
became
it turns
a bad
into a habit. Yeah.
Yes,
it became
that's
a bad
true. You're
habit.
right. You're right.
Like your
And-
lifestyle.
Like you want a moderation kind of stuff.
Exactly. I have a problem with moderation with
Same.
sugar and carbs. But
Yeah.
no, I don't. I'm not going to manifest that. I do not have a problem with sugar or carbs. I am healthy, beautiful, and smart. Those are my
You are.
affirmations. That's
You're
what I would tell
amazing.
my 21-year-old self. You are healthy, beautiful, and smart, but don't eat carbs or sugar. And I love you. What would you say, Ty?
Well, I have, a lot of things, and the one that really is like the first thing that pops up is that it definitely gets better. Trust. It gets better.
Yes.
So at
yes.
21, I was still very immature. Up to this day, I still find myself, it's like, oh God, I'm not in my early 20s anymore. I got to get my act together. But, it was just growing up as a teenager, hearing all this negative shit because of who I was. And then me coming out of the closet. And then it's like, okay, well, fuck the world in a way, right? It didn't
Right.
stop people from saying what they said, but it didn't affect me as much.
Good.
But at that moment in time, I still felt like I was in a rut. I was very, still sad. I don't think it was primarily because of social treatment, even though that's a big part of it. Because I was fortunate enough, couple years before I was 21, to meet people that I'm still friends with. And they, really gave me that comfort, that space to just do whatever I wanted,
Yeah.
But at the same time, I had kind of a very negative view of the future. And I didn't, I don't know why. I guess at 21, you think you know everything. But
Yeah.
yeah, I would tell my 21-year-old self, calm down, take a deep breath. It will get better. And you will, you'll live your truth, and it won't be easy, but it definitely gets better. Another thing that I would tell myself is start making decisions for yourself. Don't expect life to
Mm-hmm.
hand you a manual, because whatever manual it hands you, it might not even fit what you want.
I'm still in that. I want to tell my 21-year-old self that too. Okay. Yeah, life ain't giving you no
Start
manual.
making your own decisions. Nat, you were
Yes.
saying about graduation, and I know that because you were so close, but don't be so hard on yourself. Like
Yeah.
I graduated and I felt like I graduated to graduate. And once I left school, no plan, no idea, no focus, nothing.
Same
And I
here.
spent years, job from job from job, which I'm not saying that I found my dream job now, but I do enjoy what I do more, especially because it's more stable than
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
whatever I was doing before. So
I
it
also
is good to
feel
have a
like,
degree, but it's also
yeah,
good to also have a vision. Because if you have a degree without a vision, might as well.
Yes.
that's
That's how
that's
I
the
feel.
thing. When
Mm-hmm.
you're 21, there's a lot of pressure on you to start your life. You're an
Yes.
adult. You have to be married at a certain time. You
Oh
gotta get your
God,
shit.
that
You
one.
gotta have your career. You gotta like
Mm-hmm.
have your goals because you're going out into the real
Lying
world.
down.
So it's a lot of pressure on these 21-year-old kids basically to
Mm-hmm.
have their life together
It's
by that
not
age.
Yep.
easy.
So I think that's why we were so hard on ourselves.
Yeah.
And like
Mm-hmm.
looking back, it was like, dude, just chill out. Do
Yes.
what you love. Do
Mm-hmm.
go towards the things that you're attracted to. Don't worry about what your
Oh my
parents
God,
want you to be
yes.
or what your teachers think you should be,
Thank
or
you.
what I mean?
Yes.
Just,
Great
I think
advice.
that's what
Yes.
I would tell my 21-year-old self. It's like, don't feel so pressured. You have the rest of your life to find what you love and do what you love. Find your love if you want to get married or if you want to, you
I
have
want to be
plenty
with
of time
someone.
for that. I feel like it's
Right.
a lot of pressure on young people today to just have
It
their
is.
shit together
To
straight out
have
of
it all
college.
together. Right.
Oddly
Yeah.
enough, that's another one I put. Don't be so hard on yourself. You will never be perfect, and that is the goal. Imperfection is
Hmm.
the goal because that means you'll always have room to grow.
Mm.
So there'll always be like a purpose. Because I
Yeah.
Yes.
feel this is my perspective. Once you've reached perfection, what else is there? To me. Other
I don't
Exactly.
think
people, they strive
perfection
for it, and that's
exists.
fine. I'm just sharing my perspective. I
Right.
don't see, and I would hold myself to like these standards. I need to make my mom proud. I need to make my dad
Exactly.
proud. I need to show society that I'm not the
You're
kind of
doing
person
shit
that they
for
think I
other
am.
people
I need
Right.
to
and
You're
make
not
my
not
friends
yourself.
doing it
proud.
for you.
I need, right. And it's like
Yeah.
That's the
perfection is
best
an
advice.
illusion.
Do shit
Yeah.
whatever makes you happy.
You happy.
Yes.
That's it.
And another thing, I know I'm going on and on, but this is another thing that was really big for me. One
Uh-huh.
thing I would tell my 21-year-old self, you are not ugly and you are definitely not
Aw,
disgusting.
no.
Oh,
You
you
might need to
Oh,
change your style a little, but you are not ugly.
no.
You are not
yes.
disgusting. You are
Aw.
beautiful. And another thing that a lot of people will carry throughout their lives because they don't understand, and it's still like a process for me too. You are
Mhm.
worthy of love. You
Yes.
are
Okay.
Yeah,
worthy of it.
that's
You
on
don't
my
have to
list.
do
You are
anything.
worthy. You are
You're
worthy.
already worthy.
Yes. That is
So
a
those are
hundred
like
percent for sure.
some of the major things I would tell my 21-year-old self.
And I would
Yes.
just add to telling my 21-year-old self, you don't want to do something, you don't have to do it.
And you don't have to
Don't be,
explain.
and you don't have to explain, but use your voice.
Mm.
Use your voice. All right. So with that being said, Nat, what playlist would you create
So
for your 21-year-old self?
so I created this playlist because I was like, oh my God, what was the year I was 21?
1999.
1990,
Oh,
1999,
Ooh,
the cusp of
1999.
Y2K, before the world was supposed to end,
Yes.
and it really didn't. My playlist is a little bit longer than my usual 5 songs, just because I have so many. I went through so many good memories listening to these songs that I'm like, I can't just like take one out and pick one or whatever. So there's a few
Right.
more than I did. So the first song is "Where My Girls At" by 702. I think they were
Yeah.
a one-hit wonder because I don't remember 702 coming out with another like really popular song. Scar Tissue by Red Hot Chili Peppers, one of my all-time
Yeah.
favorite bands. That
Love
song
Red
is
Hot Chili
fucking
Peppers.
amazing. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
They're just too amazing.
Um,
Anyways, remember this song?
Continuing.
Hey, dirty, baby, I got your money.
Hey, don't you worry. Hey, hey, baby, I got
Who's
money.
that? ODB, Old Dirty
ODB.
Yes.
Bastard. That was a great song. That
Yes.
came out in 1999 with Khalees.
I
That's
love
another
Oh,
her.
little badass.
Elise.
Yes.
The next song, Praise You by Fatboy
Oh,
Slim.
Yes.
How many of you guys remember that freaking song? That song was
yeah.
bomb.
It
Back in
was, and the video was so cool too, because it was like all these weird people like dancing outside. It was fun. It was
Just the
it was like
piano in
the
that
what do you
song.
call that? The mob, the what is it?
Flash Mob
Flash
Mm.
mobs before flash mobs even existed.
existed.
They
Exactly.
did that shit.
Hmm. I
The
love
next
that song.
one, our favorite girl, Britney Spears. Baby One More Time. That's when she came
Hit
out with
me,
that
That did
song.
baby,
come out in
one
I
more
mean,
99.
time.
can you imagine 1999 with all this different music? Like, I can't
Yo,
even
and she
believe
came out. I
came out.
stopped everything what I was doing. To be honest, I'm not the hugest
Me,
fan as
I
I was before,
obsessed.
I was
but
no, I was not
I was
obsessed. She
copying
was
the
just I.
choreography.
When
I was
I saw
like,
her in those little pigtails and the little school skirt, I was like,
no.
oh my God, I want to be her. She
No,
is
When
so
she's
no,
like
fucking
in the
good.
no, I
convertible or in
didn't
the
say that. I
car,
never
and they're
said
like
that.
in like a basketball court, and they're all being like super cool, and then they end up in the gym and
Yes.
dancing. I wanted to be in that
Oh my
video.
God.
I
So
wanted
did
to be in
I.
that video.
I wanted to pierce my belly button because of that bitch.
Oh
No,
my God.
definitely. Mhm.
Last song, No Scrubs by TLC.
Oh,
Yes,
now you want to
that
talk?
was a good one.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
What? That was like the women's anthem against these like
Yes.
little bullshit boys that were trying to get
Mm.
with you, and you were like, no.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
Very empowering for us girls in 1999 for them
and
to
it
sing
was the
that
It
song.
last
was.
album. The
Because it
three of
was
them
like,
were
just take
together,
that
right?
pride to the
Yeah.
curb.
Yeah. That was the last album, Ty.
Oh,
No.
that was such an awesome
Yeah.
album.
It
I mean,
really
the song
was.
really.
Was it? Waterfalls was that was the
No, Waterfalls was on Crazy Sexy Cool. No
okay.
Scrubs is
Was
on
that
Fan
after?
Mail.
So No Scrubs was
Ooh,
before.
give us the
Girl, I remember the
word.
first time
Give
I
us
saw them
all
on
the information,
TV.
Ty.
They were
Mm-hmm.
wearing these silky pajamas, like moving
Yes.
Oh
slowly,
my
and the camera
God.
panning
That
in.
was
And
for
I was
Creep.
like, who
That
the
was
fuck are
the
they?
video for
They are my
Creep.
new like
So
member.
Creep.
Oh, I
It
love
was Creep.
Creep.
That's when I was like,
Yes.
oh, I love TLC.
Obsessed. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh my God, and who had all the little hair coming out like that in the
that has
Creep
to be
Left
video?
Left
Eye.
Eye.
That was
Oh
Left
my
Eye.
God, I loved that. I wanted
I
to
love
do my
Left Eye
hair like
too.
that. I kid you not.
Yeah, I had my hair like T-Boz.
Nice.
Did
She was
Mhm.
also a
you?
favorite
Yes,
one.
I
You
did.
you
Hair
you.
color and all. Yeah.
Woo!
Back in
You
the
need
day.
to like
Yeah.
dig up those pictures, girl.
Oh my God. I cringe at those pictures now. I'm like, oh God.
I
Okay.
know. They say that if you cringe at your past self, that means that you've grown. I hope that's true. But
It better be. It better be.
Yeah, because if you look at your past self and you still look the same as now, it's like, what the fuck did you do all your life?
mm-mm.
You just look the
What's
fucking
going on?
same.
Right.
Yeah, right. So I totally get that.
This was a fun night. I
Yeah.
had fun. Did
We
you?
Me
always
too.
have fun together.
Yeah. I can't wait to go and dance way to this playlist. You guys, if you want to check out Nat's playlist, subscribe below.
Do it, do it, do it. You won't be sorry, I promise.
No. Well, this was a fun episode. It was great seeing you guys. Let's cheers to another successful wine night.
Yes, this is
Yay!
awesome.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mm.
And I'll see you guys all next week. Have a wonderful week.